this gimbal to set up. Alright, because I don't want to put you on the window because y'all might get too hot. And I've got another camera in the window. So, no, it's cold too. It was cold inside that courtroom. Even my lawyer was cold, but wasn't nothing we can do about it. The judge said the air don't blow up there on her. $4 for it. It wasn't too bad. As much as I usually pay. I tried to go in the garage, but I couldn't see but one floor in there. And there was like a bunch of floors. Hey, John. Hey, I'm just leaving court. You know, that judge might have would have dropped it today, but the reason why it was automatically dropped was because the state had filed what's called a Travis. Hey, Princess. Hey, Chopper. A Travers, which means it's like an answer to his motion to dismiss, like why they shouldn't dismiss. And we tried and tried. Hey, we the people. Hey, Need Guru, Karen, everybody. We tried and Heather, John, everybody. We the people. We tried to show her the videotape, and she didn't want to look at it. And then the state attorney thought he was going to act out what happened that night. And then my lawyer got up and see it going down, it's sliding. It won't, I don't think it'll slide too far though. We're fixing it down the road. Anyway, so my lawyer said, you know, hey, is that critter catcher? Yep. No, that's Kilted Cotwatch. Okay. Alright, now we're going to start riding. So I don't know how good I can see y'all because we have safety first and it has been raining. I was going to call Miss Amanda and see if she wanted to, since I was downtown in West Palm, if she wanted to get together and either hang out or film or whatever. But, or maybe her and Fiona both, whoever, you know. But unfortunately, it's raining and I think the best thing to do would be to get out of this rain, to be honest. I hope this thing don't fall down. If it does, I'll grab it back as soon as I can. It's stuck in between two seats. It's not the best setup, but it's not the worst. Y'all know me. I'll do it any way possible. Anyway, so yeah, so it's been over a year. Instead of just letting them drop this, you know. And if she would have just watched it with her own eyes, man, she could have seen. It was so easy to see what happened. But that's okay. It's been reset for November. And I did ask him to set for November because I want to go home. And I want to go home and I want to stay for like a month. And, I don't want them to call me right back to court, so they set it for November. It's early in the morning, though, which I don't mind. I get up early, but it takes me a while for my stomach to act right in the morning. But we'll see what happens. I'll just have to either get up, like, in the middle of the night or not sleep the night before. It's a damn shame, but you gotta do it on their time, I guess. I'd much rather do it in the afternoon. Not because I don't wake up early, but because I don't feel good in the morning when I first wake up. It takes me a while. Anyway, yeah, but, so, I went there, you know, and had he not filed that Traverse, you know, she might have would have dropped it. Why are they so wanting to waste taxpayers' money like this? I think people should be complaining to the damn DA's office. This shit. Bullshit. But over a year, August 21st was the year. Young ass DA. And he thinks he's gonna walk. If the judge ain't gonna watch the videotape, why is she gonna listen to you go through all the facts? And then they're asking what road it on, and they say an A1A. I don't believe it happened on A1A, but I can't say nothing. I think it happened on Congress or something like that. If I know. I don't know. She could have just took 5 minutes. It was him longer to trying to reenact it. And even my lawyer said it's not every time that we have a videotape, and we do. We've got 2. And now they're trying to say that they were going to use the sidewalk for a DUI test. Well, they never told me that. And when Amanda was there, she was there for a while afterwards. I sure didn't see them. And I asked them to put up tape. My lawyer said they denied my request. No, they didn't. They said, okay, we'll go get the tape. The one lady did. But then the other lady come and just said, are you going to move back? I said, I'm on a public sidewalk. And bam, she slammed the cuffs on me. Now, if she would have said, if you don't move back, I'm going to arrest you, then I would have moved back. If they'd have told me they wanted to use it for a DUI test, I would have gave it to them for that. I sure would have. But no, they just came over and demanded. They left one cop by the car. I know I'm bitching and ranting, guys. But, and you can't say this in court, But they left one cop by a car that they are so unpredictable. This possible drunk driver that's so unpredictable, which I doubt this person was drunk because nobody went to jail that night but me. And I know because I was in the Riviera cage all night, and then they moved me to the other one, to the Gun Club Road. So I know. And also Amanda was there for a while, and I can look back on her footage, but she didn't stay there forever because I was arrested. But I don't think they gave that person their DUI test. And she tried to get the footage for that whole DUI stop. They wanted to charge her a whole bunch of money. And anybody that's tried to get my footage has been denied. And even that guy said they got the body cam. But I don't know. I told my lawyer I won't even publish it. Just please get me my discovery. I said there's no telling what they're saying about me on that shit. There's no telling. I'm sorry about this. I'll mute it. Anyway, if you got something important to do, please do it. But if not, just ride home with me if you want to. And y'all chat with each other. Looks like we got a little bit of rainbow. I think that's just the shining. Hey, Gio. Hey, Anon Mouse. How you doing? Anyways, it pisses me off, And then they try to get, and this judge, she's retired. They just called her back to the bench. So, to fill in for the judge I was supposed to see. They've moved that judge back to the other courthouse now. And the original judge recused themselves. And now this judge, she was just filling in. So now I'm going to see another judge when I do go back. And hopefully this judge, I'm going to talk to my lawyer. Hopefully he'll resubmit the motion, because I really don't want to take this to trial. Even though I know I'm right. But I don't know if the people will know that I'm right. I don't see the word. I had to write on a piece of paper, constitutional protected activity, to get my lawyer to say that. And it was, and then the one time that they did bring up Constitution, the one guy tried to do the same thing Revere did. The what's he called? The fucking DA. He tried to say, they wouldn't tell me I couldn't record. They were just trying to move me back further. And then she wanted to know how far. Well, nobody can remember how far. Well, I know how far, but I couldn't say nothing. Behind the last police vehicle, we were already about 50 feet back at least, and then they want us to go, there was like 3 or 4 more vehicles there. They want us all the way behind the last police vehicle, which would have put us 4 or 5 more car lengths back. And I do believe we have the right to see in here what is being said. Okay? I couldn't even hear them talking to me. I know Amanda's camera picked it up. My camera didn't even pick it up. You cannot even hear it. Even when them fucking trolls even say, oh, what a sorry camera she must have. Well, it wasn't that sorry. Yeah, it was sorry. It was sorry the whole time I had it. It was 11, and it was sorry. Now this one started to act sorry, and I don't know why. It's a brand new 13 Pro Max. But one thing about this baby, it does have 1 terabyte of memory in it. I did insist on that. I sure did. Now I got to merge because I ain't got much time. And I don't want to be like that person that was trying to merge on top of me that day. And then I said something about it, and then somebody got, well, that's a fucking troll anyway. Fuck them. I don't have time for trolls. I haven't had time for them in a while. Shit I'm trying to do is too serious. I have time to worry about fucking trolls. Anyway, so this is the first time I've even been to court over this. I mean, my lawyer's been plenty of times. And thank you to the person that got me my lawyer. I really do appreciate it. Because God knows, it's just crazy. And if anybody thinks that people, oh, I don't even want to get on that shit. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing okay. I just been talking about me. Hey, line one. But it's aggravating. My lawyer did good though. It's not his fault. And the judge, like I said, if she, I just can't. And this is something I was just watching Chuck. Hey News and now Victoria. I was just watching Chuck this morning, and he had a video from 2 months ago. I just now seen it because I don't get to watch everybody's videos. There's so many of us. Not the way I want to. Speaking of Riviera Beach, we just passed it. I don't know if y'all seen the sign. Anyway, he had submitted a thumb drive, and he brought it in there with him, and he'd already accepted it. And they were talking about, oh, if only we could play this. I have no way to play it, he said. But yeah, they do have a way. I have my own computer with me today. Plus, they had computers in there. But my lawyer told me to bring my laptop. I have my own laptop, and they still won't let me play it. And the video is not even that long. You guys have seen it. It's not even like 5 minutes long. I mean, and then he thought he was gonna stand there and talk that shit out and tell everything. Even when my lawyer objected to it, she agreed with his objection. But why wouldn't she just look at it with her own eyes, man? I mean, my God, now I agree with Joe. We got the video evidence, and now we can't even get him to look at the video evidence. And no wonder, he didn't even want to show the body cam. Why? Why did he not want to show the body cam? He didn't want to show my cam or the body cam. If he was so confident in what he had there, and why would I don't know. I think she did us all a disservice. I think she did the state of Florida a disservice by not looking at it. Because if she could have looked at it, she could have seen right then and there it was bullshit, and she could throw it out. But you know what? I'm getting a younger, newer judge that's heard more about constitutional law. She was asking them, have they ruled on a distance? No, they haven't ruled on a distance. I was telling him that outside. I said, but the recommended distance is 10 to 30 feet. I said, but nobody has ever ruled on it. I said, Arizona's trying to get 8. I said, shit. But we don't want to put any restriction on it because they will come up to you. You put an 8-foot restriction on it, they're going to come up to you and get in your face. Shouldn't be restricted. So that's why even 8 feet, yeah, that sounds even kind of generous. She was going for 10 at first. But restriction on the First Amendment, it's like putting a restriction on your gun. And I know how they do it. And Arizona's real bad about it. Those that live in Arizona, like Direct D and Tuck Please Suck and Tempe Against Police Violence, all those people that live in Arizona, I know I haven't named them all. AZ Unfiltered, everybody knows who they are. You know if you live there, you know if you're out there doing the work, you know they're fucking tyrants. So, this is dragging on and on and on and on and on. And what? Fuck. I mean, and I hope a jury can see why the hell would 3 cops come, and then and then the Constitution's got to be brought up. Fuck. I know. Even if I wasn't willing to rule on that, I would have wanted to see that shit. She was trying to get him to review his troubles to make sure he had done it right. So, there's a reason for that. There's a reason she wanted him to look at her law book on it. I don't know if there's because she's seen something funny in it or what. I don't know. But it might be better. I mean, I'm not saying nothing bad about this lady, but it might be better to have a newer judge that's had to deal more with the video and the police because I don't know. I mean, I just don't know. Jesus Christ, I don't know. I'm not worried about it though. To be honest, I've never been worried about it. I mean, yeah, does it worry me? Does it stress me out? Of course. Hey, Joko. Of course, yes. But I know I didn't do nothing wrong, and I'll know it today I die. No, I didn't do nothing wrong, and that's just the way it is. And I can't even apologize to the Lord for it, because that night I couldn't say I'm sorry, Lord. I didn't do nothing wrong. I can't say, oh Lord, look what I done. And I got myself in jail and I messed up. Father, forgive me. No, okay. Because I don't really think I did nothing wrong. I didn't. I know I didn't. They came to me. And that guy got up there and said we were approaching on them. If you would have showed the tape shows we had stopped. We were stationary. I set my gimbal down. That's what got their attention, unfortunately, is my gimbal made a little noise when I set it down. That's when they noticed us. Okay? But we weren't going no further. We did not go no further. We stood there stationary. And also, the video, like their video could show some shit they said about me. My video shows some shit I said about them too. Like, hey, I hope we run into the good sergeant. Hey, I hope we don't get no static. Things like that. Does that sound like somebody that's trying to start some trouble? Hey, Raz, how you doing? Does that sound like somebody that wants to go to jail? Does that sound like somebody that's trying to impede a police investigation? Not to me, it don't. But I bet they're saying some shit about me that sounds like somebody that's trying to set somebody up for some retaliation because Sergeant Menard is a liar. And I think that's what this all stems from. And I just, at this point, I just wish they would stop wasting my time, my friends' money, and the fucking people's money on this, because I think it's getting to be a little bit ridiculous. It's been over a fucking year, And then again, they're not used to people that don't just plea. 98% of our cases are dealt with by plea bargainings. That's a lot. And it's so easy for a cop to say, oh, well, you talk to the judge about that. Well, it ain't that easy, and you don't get to talk to the judge, especially when you got a lawyer. But even if I hadn't had a lawyer, it would have been very, thank God I had a lawyer to speak for me, because he knows what's going on in there more than I do. I don't know. I do know one thing. I know that they need that these people that work this shit need to start learning this shit, so we don't have these problems. But they don't want it. They want these problems. They want to see people go in there and have to spend money, and they want to waste the taxpayers' money. There are real crimes around here that can be solved. In West Palm Beach, that night I was 2 weeks ago. I was riding around looking for cops, walking around all them dark alleys and shit, and then just like a few nights ago, somebody got shot on Clematis, which is the street where the cops are, where I was headed, where they hang out at. So, and I'm over there in the back alley where there ain't nobody at. So I don't know, but you see right up here, guys. I don't know if y'all can see. See right there. See that hotel and that exit. That's where Lady Justice and Amazing came off. A wild card search. And when they came off that exit, they went up to that gas station, and that's where all them cops were shining them lights in their faces, and their cameras. And that was the Palm Beach Gardens Police Department. And you do have the right to redress your government. So that was the Gardens Police that did that. This was right up here. This happened right here to the right where my finger is. They were right here in front of this motel. And I messed up and got in the turn lane. That's okay. We'll go this way. They were right here at the gas station. They walked down there, and they shone flashlights all in their eyes because they didn't want them. And I guess that means I'm going to have to come out here at night and watch the night crew, because the night crew obviously don't know no better than to shine lights in people's eyes. So I guess I'm going to have to start doing gardens at night. And I don't know who they blowing on, but it ain't me doing nothing crazy. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys listening to me ramble. It makes you mad though, you know. I mean, I could see if they had something here. And why wouldn't I mean, for my own curiosity, I'd want to see, especially if I've been retired, I'd want to see what kind of cases are they bringing up here now. You know what I'm saying? What is this shit about? You know? I'd want to see for my own curiosity whether I was going to rule on it or not. But hey, I'm different than some people. I'd want to know. You know? She didn't. That's fine. At least she did it without prejudice or whatever. That means it can still be brought back. I think, you know, that's another thing. She's not, like I said, a newer judge may be better, maybe worse on it. I don't know. The wheels of justice are slow. And I don't mind riding out, but man, I want to win this thing. And I thought a judge seeing it, I thought a judge would see it, but that judge hasn't seen it yet, you know. But I think if maybe a judge could oversee it and rule on that motion, and I will talk to my lawyer about resubmitting that motion with the new judge. Oh, thank you, we the people. Well, I love you guys, man. I don't know if everybody loves me, but I love y'all. And I love most people until they mean to me, and then I get mean back. Fuckers. Pissing me off with that bullshit. Now it looks like it don't want to rain, but it'll start back, and I'm tired and I'm frustrated, and I don't think this is a good time for me to be out there filming anyway. And I do know too, around this time of day, Amanda's busy. But I could have filmed by myself, but it was raining, you know. I didn't want to go down there. Yeah, they're doing what they're instructing. Yeah, and there's no checks and balances, not like there should be. That's the one thing I do. Because, you know, people say I wasn't listening. Yeah, I was listening. I remember the government saying it was set up for checks and balances. I thought that's why we had 3 different branches and shit. That's what I was taught. I wasn't taught a lot about my constitutional rights. I was taught about the inception. I know I say this all the time, but it's true. It pisses me off. And I know they're not teaching them now. If they wasn't teaching them to me, you know. I ain't fucking young. I mean, I ain't that old, but I ain't that young. You know they're not teaching them now. Alright, guys. Well, I want to tell you all that I appreciate you all so much. And, now today was my court day, and I was hoping they'd go ahead and drop it. But my lawyer warned me that this might happen because they had filed a traverse, which is like an answer to his motion. And I guess because if she'd have looked, he's saying that my lawyer's reasons for dismissing it are not up to par with what they're saying and their arrest thing, right? Okay? Or it doesn't agree to it. If she could have just looked at the video, what is it, 5 minutes? No, somebody's passing me. I'm sorry. Thank you, somebody. Oops. Alright, guys. Let me get out of here. I love y'all. Appreciate you. See you later. American Amy. Peace.